Listen up, boys and girls. If you're a Mug Club subscriber, you should be watching this show on Mug Club on Locals and not Rumble. Click the link in the description below to go there and watch the full episode without interruption. And if you're only watching on Rumble, subscribe now and get twice as much of me like my wife does in Crowder's show and a lot more. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to the show on a Monday. How you is? What it was. It's always fucking Monday. Where did that weekend go? I didn't do shit. Tracking my sleep. Apparently I'll be dead in 2 weeks, it says. Sleep apnea episodes 4 every hour last night, it said. I'm going to have to get one of them silly masks. And I didn't even snore up till a few years ago. Great getting old, isn't it? Well, luckily my wife sleeps at another house. But listen.
That boy is a
P-I-G
pig.
Anyhow, what you guys do? Anything? Excuse me.
Well, they all thought your doorstop was the noise that they heard in the recording.
Yes, let me address that. The doorstop, we live in a house built in 1934. The doorstop's that metal thing that sticks out with a little rubber thing on the end so your door doesn't smash against the wall. And that thing's as solid. First of all, my dog weighs fucking 8 pounds and never came in the room I was sleeping in that night. Because as you know, when you're married, you mix it up once in a while. It's like, no, I'm going back to my place. Take out the fucking dildo, do what you got to do. So no dog was in my thing. The door was shut. It never opened. So that theory's out the window.
Also, they're not spring-loaded like some of the ones. They're solid, right?
Yeah, this one's solid, exactly. There's no spring. You stub your toe on this, you lose a toe. And I understand it was kind of a good guess because you didn't know the situation, but this thing makes no noise. But what the fuck? It is. That's why I'm still using the app. I cancel it because once you start getting charged, they already got me whacked me for the year. So they say you can play out. They already got whatever, the $30. So I'm still doing it. But how many times can you listen to yourself snore the next one? It's like, yeah, okay, I know that. I farted at 4:05. What the fuck else you got? It picks up little shit like that, but it doesn't pick up me getting up this morning. I couldn't sleep. It was 10:07. I go down to the kitchen and I was telling Dallas, I made this coffee mousse dessert. They say, I pull up YouTube and it says you can make it in 5 minutes. They're so full of shit. Fucking, it would have taken Elon Musk 2 days to make this. But it was so fucking good. And it doesn't involve any cooking, it's just instant coffee beat up till it's whipped like a cream. And then you beat up heavy cream, mix them together. There's your mousse and shaved chocolate. It was anyways, me and my wife ate one the Saturday night, not thinking that there's caffeine in it. 4 a.m, we're sparring in the kitchen. And so this morning I get up. I woke up hungry. I don't know why. And I go downstairs. I go, I'll take a spoonful. There was one left for her. Gone. Anyways, let's get to it, I guess. That's all I got. Hey, Nick, why don't you turn your thing? Have I ever done the show before? I'm really fucking off today. All right, let's move right to it. Trump trounces that little skinny Indian girl, Nikki Haley. Again, nice woman, smart woman. Read her fucking dad's typical, like a bionuclear, right? The mother's a genius, and I can't even remember what she did. Anyway, Donald Trump defeated Nikki Haley in South Carolina. That's her home state where she was governor. Primary Saturday night, securing yet another win for the big blonde fella. That's right. They can't believe it, though. The media's still acting surprised. You're so stupid, you fucking.
I am your voice.
I think the black people will vote for him just because of that power sign he does. The race was called almost immediately after the polls closed at 7 p.m., with Trump securing all 29 winner-take-all state delegates, with some 65% of the vote in. Trump was up roughly 20 points. That's got to be embarrassing. This was a little sooner than we anticipated. And even a bigger win than we anticipated, Trump said to applause on stage at the state fairgrounds in Columbia moments after the victory. I've never seen, I can't even do it. Forget how to do it. I guess you know who was on, Gillis hosted SNL. I saw a little one of the sketches, it was funny. I have never seen the Republican Party as united as it is right now, he said.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's the new favorite one, is it not? Oh, my God. That's Furio Giunta, by the way, hitman from Italy. Trump was joined on stage by several South Carolina Republican leaders, including Tim Scott, who, despite being appointed to Congress by Haley in 2013, gave her the bird, endorsed Trump after he dropped out of the primary race. And our favorite, let's say, old bachelor, Lindsey, that's right, Lindsey Graham. And what the fuck happened? What the fuck? Anyways, these things, we're going to have a talk about this. It's weird. They change orders when I'm not even looking. Anyways, Senator Graham, who has endorsed Trump but has butted heads with him in the past, was heavily booed by the crowd when he was introduced.
Another man, not a lot of people know him. He doesn't do too much television. He happens to be a little bit further left than some of the people on the stage. But I always say, when I'm in trouble on the left, I call up Lindsey Graham and he straightens it out so fast.
What does he straighten out?
And I'll tell you, no, remember.
In South Carolina. Trump handles it beautiful.
I love him. He's a good man. Come up here, Lindsey. Come up here, Lindsey.
It's a bad name for half a fruit cup. Oh, he's short.
Okay, are you ready?
Suck it.
America, the nightmare you're facing is just about over.
He handled it very well.
Way. This is the most qualified man to be president of the United States. And let it be said that South Carolina created the biggest political comeback in American history.
Talking about Trump.
And he got the fuck out.
Yeah. Clip that guy off. Yes, and he did you notice that? Exit left in a hurry? Yeah. He did. But see how he handled it? Yeah. Fucking came up and I'm surprised because he has said some, bad shit about Trump as far as Ukraine and a few other. He disagreed with Trump on a few major things, and Trump usually holds that against you, even if it's a little thing. So Lindsey does, but he also backs Trump on a lot of shit. So it's, I don't know. He's a likable fruit cup is what I call him. I began to like Lindsey. Again, I know, not all his politics. I don't agree with all of some of his, but anyways, at least he was in the military, of course, the Navy. I think. And maybe I just dreamed that. And when I saw him, remember at the debates a few years ago, he didn't make the main stage debate. They put him at I think it was when Trump was running for the first time. Remember they had two sets of debates. They had the main people, and then they had a debate at like 5 p.m. that he was on it, and he was so goddamn funny, like making fun of the situation. Anyhow, I got a sweet spot for fags, believe it or not. Anyways, in her concession speech Saturday night, Haley congratulated Trump on the victory, but said he is not the Republican candidate best suited to beat President Biden in November, even though he beat him twice. Think of it that way, Nikki, you silly bitch. She also announced she is not going anywhere just yet.
I'm staying right here.
What a voice. Oofa. Anyways. So, yeah, Trump trounces her in her home state, and she's still hanging in there, even though the Koch brothers, what a great name for brothers that have a ton of dough, they pulled their money. They were the ones who were big campaign boosters of hers, because they're globalists. Everybody used to call them right-wingers like on SNL. They're fucking globalist assholes who are filthy rich. But they yanked their money saying it's over. So I don't know who's telling her to stand, but you know it's all intentional for whatever reason, and it can't be a good one. Anyways, boys and girls, in the second half of the show, I'll be telling you about Natalie Holloway. Remember her? Her killer, Vander Scumbucket? Apparently, he's still getting laid in prison, and not by guys. He's in a prison in Peru. It's Peru, a Peruvian, and they have weird conjugal rules. And apparently, he's a player. There's women, anyways, believe it or not, you psychos. And also, why being a Taylor Swift fan is racist, according to a college professor. I don't even know what she looks like. I'm going black, but I'm going to go out on a fucking limb. I really don't. Could be a liberal white twat. I don't know. Then she'd be gay. No offense, folks. Oh, shut it. Anyways, all that is on Mug Club. So if you want to get on Mug Club, go to nickdip.com. Okay? nickdip.com to sign up for Mug Club. Hey, boys and girls, head over to nickdip.com to get exclusive hats, T-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's yet another way for you to support the show and look sexy at the same time. You can also get signed copies of my previous specials and all of the Nicka shirts. Just go to nickdip.com and click on store. Again, that's nickdip.com, click on store. Thank you guys so much. See you soon. Let's move on, shall we? Time to do a little business, as Rush used to say. Everybody loves a good glass of wine, but it's hard to figure out what to buy. Let Naked Wines save you the time and the headache. Naked Wines is a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers around. You'll get a box of the best quality wines as often as you'd like for a fraction of the cost you'd pay in stores. It's good stuff because they send me free stuff. There's a Burgundy, I've told you about it. There's a Cabernet that I love. It's really good stuff. And what they do is, you can go online, order this, they'll deliver it right to your house. Well, what does that do, Nick? It cuts out the middleman. So you get it cheap. And it's really convenient instead of going into a store and pretending you know what you're talking about. You can sit home and do a little research if you want. With over 10 years in the business, Naked Wines funds over 90 independent winemakers. There are no commitments or membership fees, just awesome wines as often as you want. So head to nakedwines.com/nickdip and click enter voucher in the top right when you get to the website and put in Nick Dip for both the code and the password to get 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99 with shipping included. That's $100 off and less than $7 per bottle. That's nakedwines.com/nickdip and use the code and password nickdip and grab 6 bottles for just $39.99. One last time, nakedwines.com/nickdip, code and password nickdip for $100 off your first 6 bottles. And we thank Naked Wines for sponsoring the show today. Blood on Joe Biden's hands. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, if you follow the news, even if you don't, I think homeless people who live in parks and on the bridges are aware of the border crisis and what kind of destruction it's doing to our society. As you may or may not know, there was a nursing student, Laken Hope Riley, who was murdered. There she is. On February 22nd, Riley went for a morning jog along the University of Georgia campus in Athens, which is usually pretty safe, but not anymore, folks, nowhere, where she had transferred from in 2023. When she did not return, her roommate called the police, who started a search for Riley. Only hours after Riley left for her morning run, hours after, her body was found in a wooded area near Lake Herrick. And I'm not picking on I'm not doing victim blaming here, but women, I don't understand why you continue to jog. And I'm not the only one saying it. A million people are saying it. It's too bad. You should be able to do anything you want in a free country, but that's not the world we live in anymore. If you're called any age, do not. When I lived in New York City, there was a story like this every week, whether it was Central Park or Upper East Side, doesn't matter. The creeps are everywhere. Please jog with 3 other people. And even with 3 other people, have a weapon on you. It's on Biden and fucking Mayorkas. Why don't we see anybody in their face on TV going, what do you got to say about that? Where's Peter Doocy? Even the Fox people. Why ain't in his face at a press conference? What do you say about that? You'll never be let in the White House again. Anyways, police said Riley's body showed visible injuries. The following day, police arrested 26-year-old, Jose. Again, Nick, don't prejudge. Antonio Ibarra, an illegal alien from Venezuela. Looks like a genius. Ibarra first crossed the U.S.-Mexico border in September of 2022. As part of shithead President Joe Biden's expansive catch and release network, where millions have been released, Ibarra was freed into the United States interior, with the Department of Homeland Security officials citing a lack of detention space to keep him locked up. Really? Then bring him home and put him in your own fucking basement. You cocksuckers. You believe that? You couldn't find room, really? This guy comes from a country where they put 41 in a cell. We couldn't find room for this guy. And now a woman's dead. According to DHS sources, Ibarra should have been deported from the U.S. in September 2023 when he was arrested in Queens, New York, for injuring a child under the age of 17. But no. Instead, thanks to the city's sanctuary policy, why isn't somebody in Adam's face? Ibarra was released from jail rather than being turned over to ICE, the ICE agency. Ibarra is now charged with Riley's kidnapping and murder. No better place to do it, though. Anyways, as well as aggravated battery, aggravated assault, hindering a 911 call, and concealing the death of a person. Is that enough for you to believe? No? Okay, I'll bring up another one, Molly Tibbetts. The murder of Molly Tibbetts is perhaps the most similar case to Riley's. On July 18th of 2018 in Brooklyn, University of Iowa student Molly Tibbetts, 20 years old, went for a jog when she was confronted and then chased down by then 24-year-old Christian Bahina Rivera. Why do white people think they're so superior? Oh, Nick, don't be silly. They do shit like this, too. Yeah, for everyone white, there's 40. Anyways, an illegal alien from Mexico. There he is there with his, hello, I'm ignorant. Look at my stupid haircut.
Girl, when I fucking smash his fucking face in.
Bahina Rivera, convicted of Tibbetts' murder in May 2021 and sentenced to life without parole in August of 2021. Kidnapped Tibbetts, stabbed her up to 12 times on her head, torso, hand, and neck, before dumping her body in a cornfield and covering her in corn stalks. But you guys keep voting Democrat. Not you guys that watch me. Your shithead friends that do. Keep voting Democrat. You go, girl. Is that enough for you? Well, I'll give you one more just to nail the point home. Kayla Hamilton. On July 27th, 2022, just days after Kayla Hamilton's 20th birthday, she was found dead on the floor of her bedroom in Aberdeen, Maryland. According to prosecutors, an illegal alien MS-13 gang member went into Hamilton's bedroom, strangled her with a cord of a phone charger, raped her, and robbed her of $6. Again, anybody yelling during a press conference instead of going, where are you going next? Is Nikki Haley going to hurt you? Hamilton, during the struggle, called her boyfriend for help, but the call went to voicemail. Hamilton's murder can be heard in the more than 2-minute-long voicemail. Think about that for the boyfriend and whoever. Where is I don't know. Maybe it's, like I said, it's the Italian to me. I don't see her brother or a family member hunting down. I don't know. The illegal alien MS-13 gang member was arrested in January 2023 after it took police months to search for the suspect in Hamilton's murder. In May 2023, a bombshell report released by the House Judiciary Committee revealed that illegal alien MS-13 gang member had been released into the United States interior after arriving at the southern border in May 2022, posing as an unaccompanied alien child and claiming to be fleeing gang violence in his native El Salvador.
Balls on this prick.
There's your government at work. There's your taxpayer. If you don't think this is all intentional and your government fucking detests you, especially this one, you're high. Right? It's like, they're like, the United States had a good run. And again, you want to yell at Biden, but he's just following marching orders from whoever. He's got about 9 hands up his ass, like Jim Henson. Fucking puppet head. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, for those of you guys on Mug Club, stick around for the second half of my show. The rest of you, go to nickdip.com to sign up. You'll get Crowder's full show. You get the Hodge Twins, Alex Jones on Fridays. Bryan Callen's very funny show. And their undercover team, who is every bit as good as Project Veritas. It's a tremendous... If you're going to sign up for a podcast and you want to laugh about and have a good time, and he backs everything up with facts, Crowder, and you get all these other shows on top of it. I don't know of a better deal. Go to nickdip.com to sign up for Mug Club. While you're there, click on the tour button. And May 11th, I'm still waiting for Tommy to bring me a couple dates to warm up. Otherwise, folks, it's going to be hilarious. The first 5 rows will be covered in rust. Like scraping the bottom of a 1968 fucking Volkswagen. May 11th, I'll be at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey. Please, again, I'll say it again, Jersey, you're always good to me. It's a big venue for me. Let's fill it up. Thank you so much.
I won't take all that they hand me down and make out I smile though I wear a frown. And I'm not gonna take it all lying down, 'cause once I get started I go to town. 'Cause I'm not like everybody else. No, no, I'm not like everybody else.